Hey YouTube, Facebook, and whatnot. This is Blade Junkie. Just kind of a random video post, I guess. Some info. So I replaced my 15-turn Firebolt motor from HPI with a Traxxas Stinger 20-turn motor. Um, just the other one got burned out. It was pretty bad. I don't have it with me right now, but it melted itself. So yeah, that sucks. I don't know if I already told you all about that, but whatever. You can see my Teresa body over here. So well, over here it is, and I was racing, and there was a problem. They didn't properly assemble the track, so some of the PVC pipe that was used to make the track was loose, and the parts weren't screwed together, so there was a loose end. So it would usually be connected, you but this time there was a piece of it that was out like this. I guess it would be better visual if it's over here, but um, so this part was just sticking out, and you drive the track this direction, and there's about an 8-foot width deal, and I was racing, and I got bumped, and I slid over there, and I hit this here, and it smashed up the body. So this is my racing body. If you didn't know, it's the one that turned out the worst. It's when I was finished with it. It's the first I made, but it doesn't look very good. It was the cheapest to make because I got this body on sale for $12 at Hobbytown, USA. And it was during the time that the paint wasn't quite as expensive, so I just figure if I'm going to lose a body, I might as well lose the cheapest one, because it's pretty much a guarantee if you ever race, you're going to damage some stuff. So, yeah, the steering arm on the car, um, it got hit pretty bad, and it popped out. It popped out of the out of its slot, and I had to repair that. Wasn't much of a problem, obviously, but this is the damage. So you can see very obviously that it is missing this whole thing right here, and it's pretty busted up. So yeah, that sucks, but that's that. Good thing about that, though, I guess, kind of, is that I can salvage the spoiler from this and use it. And if there's ever anything that I need little pieces of Lexan material for in metallic red or metallic black, I can just cut little squares out of this and use them. But until this becomes more damaged, I don't plan to do that. So, just going to use it as a racing body, and if I crash again, then I will not have damaged yet another. And you'll see these here. And in my post of the review and hints, I said that you could make your own tires using ABS pipe. And I went over to a place they get a lathe and made these here tires. They look pretty good as far as I'm concerned, but they look better partly because they're beveled, so they're a little bit more realistic, and they also help for drifting. And of course, you can only make your own tires if you're drifting, as easily as you can make these. And if they're a snug fit, you won't need to glue them, which is good because you can replace them whenever you need to. The beveled edge helps, as I said, for drifting, because often in drifting, if you hit a curb, it'll be a big problem if your wheels are just flat, because it will hit straight on there and it'll either pull the tire off the rim or it'll flip your car over, and I've had both of those things happen. So I went over to this this place and I made some of these, and it's pretty easy. You just mount them in the lathe, and then you trim a little bit off the end so that it's the right width, and so that it's smooth, and then you put an angled piece and you use it to trim this here to give it its bevel, and that's pretty convenient. and then you just use probably, well, sandpaper or whatever you want to smooth out this inside part here so that it's not too sharp, so that you can still fit the wheel into there. And so you just do that on one side, and then you take it out, flip it around, and do it again. Or you can just do this to one side, and then if you've got a longer piece, which is what I did, I got about a 16-inch piece, so I was able to get about 4 sets of tires out of it, which is good, really, and it only cost me about $3 or $4. So yeah, I think that turned out pretty good. But you can just pull the pipe out and flip it around and put it back in, bevel the other end, and go down the line cutting them so that they're all the right width. And then each individual tire you just flip around so that the pre-beveled end is in the clamps, which there will be 3 usually, and then you turn it on, so it'll start spinning it, and then you'll just pretty much have to do the same thing you did to the first side to the second side again, and then all the ones on the middle that weren't beveled on either side, you have to do the same thing you did for the first one twice by flipping it around. Pretty easy to do, but I've got a set of these on my Sprint 2 right now that I've been drifting around with, and the great thing about this is that they work really great. They slide really well to begin with. Here's a hint with these: you don't need a D-box. So if you have a D-box and for oversteer, these are just about the perfect texture, to prevent any sort of need for that. They'll slide just as you need them to. They'll very rarely oversteer, just because they get so little grip to begin with. But they do get less grip than normal drift tires, but the good thing about them is that they're cheap, so you really don't need expensive tires, which is great. It just takes some getting used to. So yeah, that's that. And I should have some new stuff coming in from r2hobbies.com that I ordered. A few spoilers, metallic blue one, metallic silver, and a black one, and some underbody LEDs, or LED strips rather. So along with that, I should be getting some more rims, or wheels, if you prefer to call them that. Metallic blue with a silver ring, and metallic red with a silver ring. 14 spoke rims, just 2 sets of each. And the great thing about R2 Hobbies is that you can get a set of them, a set as in 4, for about $2.50, and their shipping is based on weight. So I just recently paid $15.74, something like that, for or maybe it was 47 cents. Anyway, around $16, rounded up, for 2 sets of them. And I also got with that some holders that'll make it easier to organize all of them and carry them around, which is good. So I guess that's really all I've got to say this time. I guess rate and comment, all that good stuff. Sorry to bore you to death like I usually do. This is kind of an incredibly long video, considering all I wanted to tell you about was our 2 hobbies, those rims that are the tires here, and the damage to this body. So sorry to waste your time, but whatever. Just thought you guys would be interested in knowing what the deal is with making your own tires for drift, and how to do it. And I might be able to get a video of some of the machinery working, so that I can show you exactly what to do. And unfortunately, where I went, I had to use 2 different lathes, because one of them couldn't hold this little material in it. But that's fine, still pretty easy, considering how many sets I got out of it. So thanks for watching. This is Blade Junkie, signing off. Thanks.